everyone, it is Darkseeker here again. Welcome back for another video. Happy Saturday to all of you. I hope you're all having a wonderful weekend. So today I am playing EnDjinn's Freeze Shudderwock Shaman. Yes, my first video featuring cards from the new expansion is going to be a Shudderwock video. Of course it's going to be a Shudderwock video. Would it be anything else? So, when the Alterac Valley expansion was released, I remember sitting there in the evening, just messing around with various decks that I'd picked up online, various Theorycraft decks that I wanted to give a go, and guess what I faced at Diamond 5 and Diamond 4 on the ladder? All I faced was Pirate Warrior and Hunter, and it was ridiculous. These tier 1 meta decks are not including any new cards, and I understand that at that point on the ladder these players were going for legend, and so they were going to play the most effective decks. I don't hold a grudge against those players, but it really would have been nice to have faced some opponents that were playing, you know, new cards. So I left it for a couple of days, and then I was lucky enough to face some opponents that were not playing tier 1 meta decks, and you'll see some of those games in this video as I traversed the ladder with EnDjinn's Freeze Shudderwock Shaman. What a beautiful deck this is. I played 8 games with the deck, won 6, lost 2. Yes, a very small sample size, but it's an effective deck. It works very well. Now, I'm really happy that the Shudderwock is seeing more play, that Shaman in general is being engaged with more because of the freeze effects that have arrived. So in this deck that you see here, my 2 MVP cards are Snowfall Guardian, that's the 5-cost 3/3 Battlecry, freeze all other minions, gain +1/+1 for each frozen minion. Replicating that Battlecry with the Shudderwock or the bird, i.e. the macaw, is pretty awesome. And my other MVP card is Windchill, the 1-cost spell, freeze a minion, draw a card. A lot of people predicted this would be a great card. I think, having played with this for a couple of days, this is just not a great card. It's an amazing spell, an amazing card. So absolutely loving Windchill. So let's have a look at the deck then in action on the Wild Mode ladder. We're going to look at 5 different games with this deck, and we are starting out against a mage. Alright, so we didn't talk about a lot of the other interesting cards in this deck, but as this video progresses, we will talk about them. And there's Windchill, one of my MVP cards that I absolutely adore. Now, I do have to keep reminding myself that this is not a Reno deck. It runs duplicate copies of cards, as you can see, double Dirty Rat in this deck. Good for those questline opponents. And we're taking a gamble here. Oh, we pulled Scientist. Okay, that could have been worse, right? Could have been a lot worse. So, do they have what it takes to break through the Dirty Rats? That is the question. No, the rat survives. No, it's not Flame Ward. Happy days. So, hero power or second rat? I'm tempted by the second rat, but I think the hero power is absolutely fine. I was hoping for a healing totem, but I guess that's okay too. So we're looking forward to turn 5. We'll have Lotheb. Although with 4 secrets in play now, that's a little bit scary. So we go face, check for Flame Ward. It's not Flame Ward. This also negates Rigged Fair Game. We could play another rat. See what happens. Okay, scientist and a runes, that's fine. We don't take any damage. It's another mad scientist, so it could have been worse in terms of the body that came down. It's only a 2-2. But, of course, then you get the secret value, right? So you could argue that that's bad for me. Then putting another secret into play. And the problem here is that I can't attack face. So we know that Rigged Fair Game is probably going to activate now. The saving grace is that we only took 1 damage there. Yeah, Rigged Fair Game. That's unfortunate for us. And that Conjurer play is really unfortunate, but this could be helpful. Sleet Breaker. So we've got rid of both explosive runes, so Bolner was a safe play there. So I'm gathering Wind Chills, and I'm going to test for Counter Spell with Wind Fury. I'm happy to throw it away. At this point in the game, Wind Chills are far more valuable to me. Bolner is just going to die a horrible, horrible death here, but that's fine. He's kind of done his job for us. We got a little bit of value out of Bolner. Oh, but what a board this is, though. And interesting that people are playing Secrets Mage in this Alterac Valley meta. The priority is to freeze as much of the board as we can. Not really drawing what I want here, though. Okay. The Jeweler? Maybe? Sure? What does this stop? Stops a fireball to my face? Does it do anything else? Stops a ping? So maybe negates or stalls a little bit of the damage for another turn? Oh wow! A fireball into the Jeweler! Well, okay then. That is a fireball that did not hit my face. I will take that. I will absolutely take that. That's a bird. My time has come to give everything that I've got. So Bru'kan here. In terms of the AoE, the 2 damage AoE doesn't do a huge amount. Removes a minion from the board. 1 minion. And I guess the taunts may help a little bit too. So why have I played Bru'kan here? Well, there's 2 reasons. Firstly, I want the battle cry in the pool for the Shudderwock, and the second reason is next turn I can play the bird and replicate it again. Flak Mage is bloody annoying, but they don't have a second secret, so that's actually encouraging. But we are taking a fair bit of damage here to our face. Our face is being hammered, so we're going to put our faith then in a bird. So, what do we get? Oh, we get the AoE, and we get the taunts. That's pretty good. Wait, so does the bird, when it replays the Bru'kan battle cry, does it copy the exact 2 spells or options that were chosen when you picked Bru'kan? So it was the AoE and the taunts. Does it just copy them exactly as they were played, or does it just choose randomly from the pool? That's what I'm trying to think about here. Okay. Our face is in peril. I'm conscious of a second fireball that could hit us. And so I think that the jeweler here could be useful. But before then, let's just see what we can get here from Fireheart. If there's anything useful akin to healing. Oh, that's lifesteal. Very useful. Doomhammer? Sure, why not? Okay. And now we will protect our face. Okay. So, we are getting ourselves ready for Shudderwock, maybe.
We have many secrets.
So our opponent, okay, just commits two things. I'm curious what the other card is in hand. How much damage is this? Is this lethal in any way? So 5, 8 on board, plus the hero power. Are we just one off lethal then if we add the Doomhammer? Or what about hero power Wind Fury? Is that also one off? I think that's just still one off, right? Or is it two off? Either way, I don't think it's lethal, but I could just be miscounting horribly here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to heal up. I think that's important. Alright, I don't know if I have played this correctly or not, but I'm hoping, yeah, that I'm safe, and I am safe. That's good. Wow. Alright, heading into our next game. Here's a warrior. So what are the bets? It's just going to be Pirate Warrior, right? Has to be at this rank. So what am I going to keep here? Sleepbreaker, I think, is a must keep. It's a 2-drop. And Snowfall Guardian, well, it's my MVP card, right? So I'm going to keep that. What else was I hoping for, though?
Job's done.
A wind chill, I guess, would have been a good thing to pick up at this point. Now, let's just see. We get Zentimo, okay. So turn 4, Zentimo and Windchill will be freeze 3 minions and draw 3 cards. So that is an incredibly powerful combination in this deck. Alright. One more turn, and then we can go to town with Zentimo. It's really great that that card sees a use here, that it sees value. Alright. So he's got mojo, apparently. Alright, so a frozen board, and I guess we could be ready for Snowfall Guardian next turn. Although, do we want to wait until there's a wider board, a bigger board for this? If we are waiting, what else are we doing? I guess we are just drawing here. See what we can get. Or gain armor is probably better. While we still have a frost spell in hand, I guess we gain the armor. I think it's fine. Cannon. Armor. Okay, the board is filling up though. And they're getting close to Rakara, which is... Oh, they're trading. Interesting. Oh, okay. I was expecting them to just go all face there. Interesting. Alright, Dirty Rat. Oh, okay, I'd forgotten about that cannon. I'm just gonna stall for a little bit. Freeze one minion. And draw. This ordering was terrible. That's helpful. So what I'm doing here is I'm just holding out for another turn. I do want to get as much value as possible on the Snowfall Guardian. And I want them to have a full board. Oh, okay. That's still fine though. That's still fine, actually, because if they play Rakara on this board, they don't have room. Sorry, they don't have room for the Juggernaut. So this is perfect. And now what I need is I need to keep freezing this board. I need to keep them in a board state where they just can't play Rakara. So they play a cannon instead. Interesting. Problem is, I have no way of repeating this battle cry. Oh, I do now. You see? Ask and you shall receive. The bird here is tremendous. I'm going to cash in Wind Fury Valley while I can. And look at that value. That's a 12-12.
Such a beautiful design.
So they've got no choice but to armor up and pass. It's absolutely tremendous. And here we go to finish off the game. So what we succeeded in doing here is board locking the Pirate Warrior turn after turn after turn, freezing everything. And now they're just dead. Absolutely tremendous. Alright, joining this game in progress, it's a Warlock. Now, it's a Reno lock, and I'm at a little bit of a loss here as to what to do and how to tackle this game. Keep in mind that I'm still trying to wrap my head around this Freeze Shudderwock Shaman deck. And what I don't appreciate is being hounded by these massive demons, right, that I'm looking at and thinking, how do I deal with them? I know I've got Flurgle and Toxfin in hand, I know, but I can only use that combo once, usually. So, when they play N'Zoth and Gul'dan, how do I deal with those big boards? Well, we do have the Snowfall Guardian battle cries that we can get via the Shudderwock replicated. But is that going to be enough? Is that going to be enough to carry me? That's the question. That's what I'm concerned about here.
Foolish creature, now you freeze!
And this armor is reassuring for now. But I do worry about the future. I do worry about being smashed in the face by these big demons that will get resurrected. And at this juncture, I just don't know what I'm doing. Just playing stuff. I'm low on cards. Oh dear. But one thing I do love about this deck is the card draw, right? Zentimo, freeze for 3, draw for 3, I think is absolutely phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. So this deck does solve a problem that you could say Reno Shaman or Shudderwock Shaman had previously, which was a card draw problem. We now have lots of card draw, right? Because we can play double Wind Chill, we can get Wind Chills from Sleepbreakers, we can combo Wind Chill with Zentimo, so we no longer have an issue now with card draw. Or if there is an issue, it is lessened compared to what it was before. The problem is, in a scenario like this, I'm trying to think to myself, how do I see out the game? Is my Shudderwock going to have the value needed to outvalue the waves of demons that will be coming back? My time has come to give everything I have. I love, absolutely love Bru'kan. I adore this hero. And I've crafted him in golden form, right? In golden form. And when I did this on Twitter, I had to ask the question, am I mad for doing so? I think the answer is, at least the responses from everyone seem to indicate that as long as I would have fun playing this card, this hero, that it's fine. And it is a fun fit into Shudderwock Shaman. You see people comparing Bru'kan to Hagatha, saying it's a better Hagatha. Alright. I know. Yeah, this is not Gul'dan. It's not N'Zoth. But, I'm just, playing stuff out, really, more than anything else, because I'm prepping for my Shudderwock turn. Now, I raised the question earlier about value. Would I have enough value to outlast the waves of threats that would be coming from the Warlock? I think the answer is yes, because I've got Shudderwock, and I've got Bird, right? Shudderwock plus Bird afterwards is pretty good. So, N'Zoth, Gul'dan, here, 10 mana. Surely you've got one of those two options, right? Oh, can I just point out, I love my opponent's name, Harry Fotter. It's absolutely brilliant. I do apologise if my voice is a bit croaky today. I do have a bit of a cold, I think. Oh, that could have gone horribly wrong for me. Dirty Rat, wow. Could have pulled a Shudderwock, could have pulled a Bird. It pulled a 10-10 with Divine Shield. Oh, right. We no longer have a 10-10 with a Divine Shield. Goodbye, 10-10 with Divine Shield. But here we go. Oh, N'Zoth! Get wrecked, sir. Get absolutely wrecked. Yeah, that was awesome. Oh, we got Poisonous. Beautiful. 6 damage, 2 damage. Armor. Alright. So, next turn, we play the bird. And we'll just do it all over again. Oh, that's mean. Well, here we go. Yeah, it was awesome. Well, hasn't been too awesome so far. Let's see what we get from the Bru'kan battle cries. Okay, freeze the board. That's not great. Armor, sure. Bru'kan. Taunts. Damage. Freeze. Okay, we're getting there. We are getting there. Very nearly getting there. And we're just going to buff the board. Oh, wait a minute. We've buffed the board, but oh no. Now the bird has forgotten the Shudderwock battle cry, right? Wait a minute. How does that work? If I play a bird that replicates the Shudderwock battle cry, and then I play another bird, does that still replicate the Shudderwock battle cry? Or does it just replicate the battle cry of the bird that came before it? I don't know. If anyone's watching this that understands the logic behind this, can you explain it to me? And oh no, Mass Hysteria kill their taunt. They're dead. Ha! Get wrecked, sir. They are absolutely dead. Sorry. This is just very exciting for me. I feel like I've been misplaying horribly somehow, and yet I win. Wow. Okay, next game. Oh god, it's another warrior. You hate to see it, don't you? Right. Well, oh no, it's not the quest that I was thinking of. It's the other quest. Okay, I'll take that. We are now heading into off-meta territory, and that is most welcome to say the least. After facing Pirate Warrior, Secrets Mage, Arena Lock, we are now firmly implanted in off-meta territory, and I am very happy about that.
Nature waits for no one but me.
Because if you were to give me a choice of saying, you want to face Pirate Warrior, or do you want to face a Taunt Warrior, I know what I'd want to face every single time. It would be this Taunt Warrior. Target dummies and scarabs rather than pirates. Okay. Card draw, pretty good. Armor, pretty good. And 3/4 body, decent. So, what do we need to be absolutely wary of? We need to be wary of their quest completion and the 8 damage hero power that they get, right? That's what we need to be careful of. But meanwhile, there are some big bodies coming down onto their side of the board. So we get some value here. It's an 8/8. Frozen their board, but we do need to think about what we do next turn. You see, if we use the Flurgle Toxfin combo, then we can connect with their face, right, for 8. And that's pretty significant. So here we go. They massively committed into that board. Yeah. And they know what's up. They know after this there's no coming back. Okay, let's look at one final game. It is a hunter. And maybe we are heading out of off-meta territory now. Maybe we are heading into tier 1 meta deck territory. If this is odd questline hunter, I will be quite sad. So are they going to play the quest? Are they going to disappoint me here? No, they're not. Maybe they threw the quest away in the mulligans. Maybe they're tracking to look for it. Alright, if this is not questline odd hunter, then what is it? Okay, well that's a different card. It's not one you see every day. Interesting. So definitely off meta. We're definitely in for a treat. Grievous Bite. Okay. So at this juncture, they're just controlling the board. This is fun. This is fun. Wild Tamer? Oh, it's beasts. Okay. Copying of beasts. Sure. So imagine we're going to be looking at King Crushers and Devil Saws and things that go face, but in a more sort of controlled manner than what you see with odd questline hunter, right? See, this to me is fun Hearthstone right here. It's amazing that when you take the quest lines out of the equation for warrior and for hunter, yeah, you just slow things down a little bit. Like Stitch Tracker is a slow card, but it's value orientated. Just slow things down a bit. At least for me, things become a little bit more fun. And I would absolutely love it if we... Oh my god, what the hell is that? Elwyn Boar. Oh dear. Yes, I would absolutely love it if Blizzard could come out with a mode for wild mode that just didn't have quest lines in it. Just be so much happier. Can you imagine Alterac Valley expansion without the United and Stormwind cards or the United and Stormwind quest lines? It'd be so much more fun. But at least for me, and I understand that it's a subjective thing. But anyway, Elwyn Boar. So this hunter is a beast-centric hunter that I assume is now copying Elwyn Boars. I had assumed they were copying King Crushers and Devil Saws, big things that go face. But no, they are copying boars. So can we assume that the main beast-centric focus of the deck just revolves around boars? Finding them, copying them, is that what we're facing here? Very interesting. And credit to my opponent for playing this deck. See, it's got me thinking now. Am I going to be able to win this game if they just succeed in playing enough boars, killing them off, and then I'm done for, right? Because they get that ridiculous weapon. Or can we freeze our way to victory? That's what I'm thinking about. It's another boar. Okay, 2 boars. We can freeze both of them. Or I can just go all in here. Flurgle, Toxfin combo. clear the board. Screw the boars. I've decided I don't care anymore. Because I'm just going to win Fury for 16. And that's it. Now they can play all their boars, kill off their boars, get that weapon, but I have a taunt up. And I have bodies on the board, so I win the game. Yep. Their setup process was just a little bit too slow, but credit to them for playing that deck. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. EnDjinn's Freeze Shudderwock Shaman. What a beautiful deck. What a fun deck. And this is restoring my faith in Hearthstone again. If you think back to before United and Stormwind, when Shudderwock Shaman was being played more through the efforts of various individuals in the Wild Mode community, you know who they are, where Shudderwock Shaman was being encouraged, seeing more play, Flurgle and Toxfin had made it more viable, and you were starting to see Shudderwock Shaman being played more on the ladder. And then the Stormwind expansion came along, questlines came along, and it all but disappeared. And even with the nerf to the Warlock questline, people weren't picking up Shudderwock Shaman again. It just wasn't seeing the play that you thought it would see. But now, with the Alterac Valley expansion, all of a sudden you are seeing a lot more Shaman around. Now on the ladder itself, before you hit Legend, yes, people are reporting lots of Pirate Warrior, Questline Hunter, but I have heard from other players that at Legend rank, Shaman is very well represented, and Shudderwock Shaman in particular is well represented. That's what I'm hearing. And that is a wonderful thing. That is an absolutely wonderful thing. The support that Shaman has been given in this expansion is great, so kudos to Blizzard for doing that. And just having played a small number of games over the last few days, life has been busy, I'm feeling very optimistic about the next few weeks ahead. I really, really am. And maybe even the next few months ahead. I'm thrilled that these frost-based spells and effects have been well received by the community, and as a result, the Shudderwock archetype, deck type, is benefiting. So, all in all, successful expansion so far, but we will have to see what the mini set has in store for us, because that's where Blizzard will have an opportunity to ruin things for us Shudderwock players. But let's hope that it doesn't come to that. So, the music that you have been listening to in the background is a theme for Bru'kan, which I absolutely love. I hope you've enjoyed that theme. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you've enjoyed the games that have been showcased. If you have any doubts about Shudderwock Shaman, maybe hit me up on Twitter if you're unsure, and I will refer you to the Shaman experts from the For Doomhammer Discord server, and they will be more than happy to answer any questions that you've got. They are a wonderful group of people. They have worked tirelessly for the last couple of years to really push the Shaman cause, to really do so much for Shudderwock Shaman. And it is an absolute honour and a privilege to associate with those individuals, and I marvel at the wonderful space that they have created on the For Doomhammer Discord server, where they discuss everything Shaman related. So if you have questions, you can go there too, and they will be more than happy to give you advice and guidance. They are welcoming, they are friendly, they are tremendous examples of humanity. So, thank you for joining me, everyone. Until next time, please stay safe, please look after yourselves, and as always, please be good to one another.